Do you remember 10 years or so ago that if somebody had sapphire crystal in their affordable watch, it really got people's attention because you never really found it? Fast forward till today, sapphire barely gets you invited to the party. Why? Because we in the affordable watch world are right in the middle of an arms race. Every time one brand adds a feature, another brand responds with something even better. Hey, there you are, and welcome to My Dude Watch. My name is Jason, and today we are talking about a modern day arms race right here with affordable watches. I'm talking about sapphire crystal, ceramic bezels, titanium cases, even on-the-fly adjustments, PT 5000 movements, and Salida movements. Affordable watch brands today are armed to the teeth, and we're the ones that benefit by that. And we are going to talk about where we were, how we got here, and what's next. You do not want to miss this. This is going to be fun. You know the deal. Grab a snack, pull up a chair, and let's talk watches. Now, before we get started, I wanted to let you know you are running out of time to enter our watch giveaway. Remember, this guy right here needs a home. This is the Addys Dive AD2552. Now, to enter, simply subscribe and say, "Hey dude," down in the comment sections, and you'll be all set. Good luck to each of you. All right, guys, we're ready to roll, so let's get on with it. This is a horological arms race that we are right in the middle of. There was a time when affordable watch buyers didn't expect nearly as much as you do today. Mineral crystal was the norm, hardlex was accepted, these stamped clasps were common. Folded links didn't spark outrage in the comment section like it would today. And if a watch happened to come with sapphire crystal, well, that was a pretty big deal because it just wasn't expected. A single feature like sapphire could make a watch stand out from the crowd, and in a big way. It's important to remember that back then, most buyers weren't making spreadsheets comparing specs. They weren't asking about bezel action or tolerances of the clasp or whether the bracelet had a tool-free micro adjust. The expectations were simply different. Was the bar low? Not necessarily. The issue is things like sapphire weren't demanded like they are today. And in most cases, the watch buying public wasn't familiar with the importance of great specs. But all of that began to change, and that's important because it set the stage for what happened next. Eventually, one brand added sapphire crystal, and watch enthusiasts took notice. Then another brand came along and said, "That's nice, but what if we added blue AR coating too?" Not long after that, somebody else jumped into the mix with a ceramic bezel. Now, right then is where things started to get interesting because it wasn't enough to simply match the competition anymore. We had to find a way to beat them. So one company offered sapphire crystal, a ceramic bezel, and an NH35 automatic movement. Another responded with 200 meters of water resistance. Somebody else improved the finishing. Another focused on the bracelet. And before long, it felt like every brand was playing the same game. I see your sapphire and raise you a ceramic bezel. I see your ceramic bezel. Here's an automatic movement. I see your automatic movement. Very nice, but here's 200 meters of water resistance. And consumers were paying attention. Because every time a brand raised the standard, buyers started expecting it, not just from that brand, but from everyone. Suddenly, companies couldn't just build a good watch anymore. They had to build a watch that looked better, felt better, and offered more than the guy sitting next to them. And just like that, the race was on. Then things really got interesting because brands stopped adding features one at a time and they started to stack them. Suddenly, we were seeing titanium cases, PT 5000 movements, applied markers, blue AR coating, quick-release bracelets, milled clasps, and on-the-fly micro adjustments all into one watch. Features that used to belong on watches costing several times more were now showing up in watches that regular people like me and you could actually afford. This was the moment the affordable watch market turned into a true arms race. And here's how that works. One brand comes along and says, "Look what we added." Another brand responds, "That's cute. Hold my beer." Maybe they'd add titanium and somebody else improves the bracelet. Then another company upgrades the clasp. Then somebody improves the finishing. And before you know it, everybody's trying to outdo everybody else. Nobody wanted to be left behind. And honestly, the pace became difficult to keep up with. A watch that felt revolutionary one day could feel ordinary the next. Not because it got worse, but because the competition got better. The bar kept moving, and every time it moved, we benefited. You know, the funny thing is the biggest winners weren't the brands. It was us. It is us. It's the buyers. If you've been collecting watches for a while now, you've seen it happen in real time. Today, a lot of enthusiasts expect sapphire crystal. We expect solid links. We expect decent lume, reliable movements, and good finishing. These expectations didn't happen by accident. They happened because brands kept pushing each other. The result is that modern affordable watches deliver value that would have seemed almost unbelievable not that long ago. And the crazy part, we've gotten so used to it that we barely notice anymore. What once felt premium now feels normal. Features that would have been headline worthy a few years ago are now things we simply expect. And that's exactly what happens when an arm race goes on long enough. So what's next? Where does the race go from here? And that's an interesting question, because if the last 10 years has taught us anything, is that the watch industry never stands still. Maybe the next battleground is accuracy. Maybe brands start competing to see who can offer the best regulation right out of the box. Maybe titanium becomes so common that nobody else talks about it anymore. Maybe every bracelet comes with tool-free micro-adjusted. Maybe solar technology becomes the next big thing. Or maybe brands start focusing less on specs and more on original designs that help them stand out from the crowd. The truth is, none of us really know. But if history has taught us anything, it's that somebody is already working on the next advantage. And when the brand finds it, the others won't be far behind, because that's how an arms race actually works. One company raises the bar and everybody else tries to raise it higher. And once one brand finds it, mark my word, others will build it and build upon it. So let me ask you this. What do you think the next battleground will be? What features will brands be fighting over for the next 5 years? Let me know down in the comments, because the last 10 years has helped us realize the race is far from over. This affordable watch arms race isn't slowing down. If you look closely, it's actually accelerating, and we are the ones benefit from it. Every time one brand raises the bar, somebody else finds a way to raise it again. And as watch enthusiasts, that's a great thing. Hey, you made it to the end of another video. Thank you for doing that. We appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed what you saw today, please take the time to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It'll only take you a second, but it really does help. All right, guys, we checked the time, and it is time to wrap it up. So we will close the show. My name is Jason with My Dude Watch. We'll do it all again next time, but wait, don't forget, dudes can't be late.